Do you suffer from debilitating migraines? You know, that throbbing pain in the front or side of your head that's so severe you're unable to work or do anything other than retreat into a dark and quiet room? Have you had them for years and just haven't found a solution? Call Dr. Elizabeth Ebersol and put an end to your debilitating migraines forever, or go to her website at www.handmadehealth.com. That's www.handmadehealth.com.
Terrence Johnson, FridayNightGlory.com here at the Globe, Southlake. You're out of the woods now. Duncanville had Southlake number for a while. You boys are headed back to state since 2006, but this time it's going to be the Dodge Bowl. I'm here with wide receiver Landon Sampson. Had a great big game today. Big catches, over 100 yards, 2 TDs without your head coach, Dodge. What was that message from Coach Dodge? I know Coach Kleiman put together a good game because he is the defensive coordinator.
Coach Dodge, before the game, he's sick right now with Corona, but he said once we get to the locker room, he's going to FaceTime us. We're going to have a big party if we beat him, and he's going to come back next week and play his dad, and we're going to show him how it's done.
How was that message from it being on the FaceTime? It had to be something intensified. You guys came in, defenses were stout on both ends of the ball, but you guys put together a big run game, but minus your big catches. How was that FaceTime message?
It was great. He talked about Coach Ledbetter, one of the early Southlake coaches, and that legacy and how he received a text saying they were the underdogs. They weren't supposed to win at all, and they went out and shut him out by 40. And he got really emotional, and that really spoke to us. And we really wanted to have him come back to come play in state again.
What about Coach Kleiman? Can't say enough about that guy. Calling defensive plays and offensive plays. What was his big message to you guys coming in, too, to get this win?
Just trust our process, trust everything we did. Said something else. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Protect the tradition.
That's always one of our things. Always protect it. He's just great. Really, really inspirational when it comes to that stuff.
So next week you guys should get your guy back, Coach Dodge. It's going to be Dodge on Dodge next week. What do you look for going in this game? As this game's supposed to happen in the beginning of the season because of COVID, it canceled. So how fired up for you now for that game?
I'm super pumped up. I really wanted to play them at the beginning at AT&T, and now we're going to go play them again at the end of the season for the state championship. I just think that's amazing.
It is amazing. You had a good game. Southlake 27-34 over the Duncanville Panthers. Southlake drops almost over. Dodge Bowl next week against Westlake. Terrence Johnson, Friday Night Glory. Good night. Terrence Johnson, FridayNightGlory.com at the Globe. Here with Southlake Carroll, cornerback, defensive back, whatever you want to call him, Mr. Cinque Williams. Y'all get the win today, 34-27 over Duncanville. Now, you know, Duncanville used to put Southlake out 2017, 2018 in the regionals. Now you guys get to move on, go face Coach Dodge's dad, which is going to be a good game.
Yes, sir.
The game was canceled, Dodge Bowl.
Yes, sir, it was.
So this game was canceled early in the season. But what I want to talk about is the impressive game you had today. Interceptions. Your guys' defense was lights out.
Yes,
so I want to know, what was that message without your head coach? But you have Kleiman. He's the defensive coordinator. How did he game plan for this game?
Yes, sir. I just want to thank the coaching staff because I feel like we got one of the best coaching staffs in the nation for sure. We knew we always got that mental statement of where next man up for sure. But I want to thank Coach Dodge. He was sick last minute. We didn't know, but this one was for Coach Dodge for sure.
So I heard he FaceTimed you guys at the halftime. Was that a deeply heartfelt message? I asked one of the guys, what was that message like in the locker room? Because you don't have your guy here, but for Lee Mom to translate to you guys, what was that like?
I didn't even know we were on FaceTime with Coach Dodge, but I know Coach Munn had our back, but we just had to make sure we came through. We had 7%. Nobody believed in us. Everybody thought Duncanville would just beat us by 60, by 20. I mean, we shocked the world, so it's a good feeling to be the underdogs and come through.
That is a good feeling because you held them to 27 points. They put over 40-plus points, both of you guys. Now, you guys had a heavy run game. Duncanville was running pretty hard there. Before this game coming in, how did you guys get your mindset right, coming into this game, knowing that it's only one more to state? Southlake hasn't been to state since 2006. You guys broke that barrier. You broke the record from losing to Reginald Samples in 2011, the last time when the Fox came out the bag. I don't know if you remember that. Kenny Hill was here.
Yes,
how did you guys just stay mentally focused for that, and how are you guys going to stay prepared for next week?
I mean, we always win during the week. I mean, we respect all, but we fear none. That's our big mental. But I want to say nobody believed in us, so that added fuel to the fire for sure. But I just want to thank God, the man upstairs. Without him, this wouldn't even become. We're very grateful for this opportunity because COVID has been shutting a lot of places down. But I'm just glad we can really go finally to the state championship for sure.
So how happy you think Coach Riley is when you guys get home, get to talk to him?
He told us that he has a camera set up. So when after the game, after we win, which of course he said he gonna go viral off of it because he going crazy right now for sure.
That was a good win. We'll be there with you guys. Cinque had an all-around game here. Terrence Johnson, Friday Night Glory.
This is Arnold Rodriguez of Friday Night Glory after an amazing game between Duncanville and Southlake. But this time, Southlake takes the win. I'm with Kleiman and Barrett. How are y'all feeling right now?
I'm sad. This is the feeling I've ever felt in my life. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else right now with my team. I mean, it's amazing to be here.
This is the craziest thing in the world, like, honestly. That everybody was down on us, and just to come out and prove everybody wrong was the best thing in the world.
Last week, you had an amazing game. You sealed the deal against Trinity, and you know what? This game is something else. Y'all went 2-0 against them, and now y'all came up and took the upset, and y'all are going to state. Y'all punched y'all's ticket. What was the preparation like throughout the week, knowing going against this team that y'all faced the past 2 years? What was the preparation and the mentality of the Southlake Dragons going into this game?
We didn't want the same outcome as the last 2 times, and everybody knew that. And we put in the hard work every morning, every afternoon, every film night. I mean, we didn't stop with film. It's just every guy in this defense and offense buys into it, and we trust our coaches and everything. We love them.
Well, he said basically we just never left the film room, honestly. We just knew everything they were going to do before they did it. We were just trying to be one step ahead of them because we knew we're not bigger, faster, and stronger than them, so we had to outwork them, just prepare them. So that's what we did, and we came out victorious.
Even with the con without y'all's head coach, Coach Dodge, y'all still pulled it off. With your DCs and your OCs, y'all just played an outstanding game on both sides of the ball. Amazing coaches, like you just said. What is something that you want to say to your coaches right now?
I love every single one of them. I mean, Coach Munn, I love him to death. You know, he's always been there for us, always checks up on us. Coach Dodge, I miss him. I'm glad that we're going to get him back soon. We have the best coaches in the world. They're amazing.
I love all my coaches, and I would never want a different coaching staff. I love them so much, and Coach Dodge just prepared us so well that even though he wasn't here, it felt like he was here because we're always moving on beat, and nothing was ever missed.
Y'all take the win. You beat Duncanville. You go into state, but the job's not done yet. Job's not done yet, like Kobe said at one point. What is the mentality like right now? You're going to celebrate, but tomorrow is preparation. What's the preparation going to be like going into state after many years of not being in the state title game? What's the preparation going to be?
Do you know who we're playing? Are we playing Westlake?
Y'all are playing Westlake.
So Dodge versus Dodge. It was supposed to happen at the beginning of the season, so I guess we'll see it now. Same place. It's going to be a fun one. I mean, a lot more preparation, though, too.
We'll just have to live in the film room again and make sure we know everything as good as we did this week, and we'll come out victorious again.
This is Allan Rodriguez. Duncanville falls to Southlake Carroll. 34-27. Southlake punches their ticket in, and they're going to state. But job's not finished yet. This is Allan Rodriguez with Friday Night Glory. Signing.
Terrence Johnson, FridayNightGlory.com here at the Globe with running back Owen Allan. You had an impressive game today. Run-heavy game. I'm used to seeing Big Quinn throw it through the air. What was the message from the coach coming in? I'm asking each kid about the message, but the message seemed like it was a good one because you ran hard all day.
You know, Duncanville is a very talented program, and I don't think there's anybody here that would tell you otherwise. And we didn't know what we were going to see, and we were just told to adjust on the fly, and we prepared for everything they threw at us because when you have a coaching staff like us, as dedicated as they are, even losing Coach Dodge on Monday, you know, guys step up in roles that they need to be stepping up in, and we prepared and we executed.
How did you know your number was going to be called up? Did that happen as the game progresses? Because Duncanville is known for a good defensive line, but your offensive line held up pretty well today. I mean, lights out. You had over 200 yards, almost, not over 200, but up to 200 yards rushing, 2 TDs. What was it like facing that Duncanville line?
You know, like I said, nothing taken away from them. That is a very talented program, the most talented one I've seen, and I've seen them twice in the past 2 years. And they got us last year and the year before, and I think that was just one extra motivator for us coming into this game, knowing that, you know, we were going to have a real shot at these guys, and I think that's what really pushed us and got us this win.
So how sweet is it going to be when you face daddy of them all, Coach Dodge, next week? You guys didn't get to play in the regular season, but now this is what people really wanted. They wanted a Westlake Southlake almost like a Super Bowl. So next week when he come back home, how will you give him that warm welcome to let him know Dragons are back to get a championship?
You know, he's a legendary Southlake coach. I think he won 3 back in the early 2000s. But, you know, Coach Dodge is – young Coach Dodge, sorry. With him back next week, you know, and him not being able to be with us this week was just one extra factor that really pushed us, and we did not want this to be our last week without him. We wanted him to be here with us with those seniors in their last game, and now he'll get to.
So what do you got to do next week to make last week of next week your championship week hosting that trophy?
You know, just take it one game at a time. There really is only one game left, so – you know, nobody's bigger or smaller than us. I mean, we just got to play to their level and, you know, play at our standard, and I think that's what we're going to do.
Well, you guys definitely protect that tradition there well. Owen, Allan, big impressive night tonight. Southlake gets the win. Move on to the Dodge Bowl next week. Terrence Johnson, Friday Night Glory. Good night.